Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Love Ashay, back at you with another video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, baby, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. So what's up, y'all? So I'm back again. So listen, yesterday I dropped the message on why their advice never resonates with you. And that's because they're a fake accountability partner. And you know, those people who come into your life, you know, acting like they want to help you, but their energy just feels off, just feels not right, just information, advice just never hitting, never resonating, never worth anything. Okay, those fake accountability partners. But what I want to do in this message, I want to dive a little bit deeper because Spirit gave me a download pretty much on how these so-called accountability partners mess with your core beliefs. Your core beliefs, you know, those sacred ideas that define who you are and what you stand for. It's like in the movie Inside Out. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's a really great movie. I don't care what age you are, okay? But the movie Inside Out is a movie where Riley's core memories gets tampered with, and it causes her whole personality to kind of like unravel. And that's exactly what happens when you let the wrong people into your energy, okay? So, you know, what are core beliefs? So we talked about this before. I think in the previous video I did mention this, but let's just dive a little deeper, all right? So core beliefs are the foundation of who you are. They're the roots of your tree. And everything you do, think, or feel stems from these beliefs. So, for example, if your core belief is, I am worthy, you're going to approach life differently than someone whose core belief is, I'm not enough. Your core beliefs are sacred and they're built from your childhood, your life experiences, and your spiritual path. These things are deeply personal to you. This is what shapes your core beliefs, things that are deeply personal to you, things that have, you know, felt personal relationships, personal experience, your unique childhood, okay? And let me tell you, not everybody deserves access to that level of your soul, the essence of who you are, your unique spiritual essence. And when the wrong person gives you advice, they're not just sharing their opinion, they're planting seeds in your mind. And the seeds, they eventually start to grow into doubt, fear, or even self-sabotage if you're not careful. So let's talk about, you know, the type of people that come around and they act like, you know, they have all the answers, giving you the advice that just doesn't sit right with your spirit. These fake accountability partners, because they're not coming from a place of love or alignment. They're projecting their own insecurities onto you when they're so-called giving their advice, okay? With their backhanded compliments and things they've been wanting to say to you since, you know, 5 years ago, 2 days ago, 3 weeks ago, okay? You get me. They use these opportunities to jab at you because your light shines so bright. Sometimes we have core beliefs that are planted on our tree that we need to uproot, okay? And that's why inner child healing is so very important. But we're going to dive even deeper into that. Let me get back on track, okay? So let's talk about, you know, how you can spot these people. Their advice always feels like judgment, okay? Always feels like there's consequences behind not taking their advice. That's another thing that I'm hearing right now too. That's another way that you can spot them, is that when you don't follow their advice or do what they tell you to do, there's consequences. So this could be them, you know, not talking to you on the phone. It could be not hanging out with you, not, you know, basically, you know, them withholding or withdrawing their time, energy, love, or whatever it is, you know, from the relationship, them pulling their energy from the relationship. Okay. I don't know who that was for, but that was something very specific for somebody. All right. So let's move on. So they push their own agenda on you. They're not listening to who you are or what you need. They're trying to mold you into someone they think you should be. Now, this goes deep, y'all. This doesn't have to be just friends. This could be your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your aunt, your cousin, whoever, your personal relationships. They always got an agenda. And if you pay attention to the advice they give you, if you were to consistently take that advice, first of all, one, it wouldn't work. Okay, because that's going to be you out of alignment with your path. Okay, so you're going to always keep ending up at these dead end roads until you are rerouted to your, the path that you're destined to take here in this life. Okay, but two, you're going to notice that this advice always is meant to lead you to becoming a different version of who you know you're meant to become. Their advice wants to completely change you. Let's say, you're spiritual and they're Christian, right? So all their advice goes to going to church and certain things like that, Let's say that you are, vegetarian, and every time you bring up your mood, every time you bring up something that happened to you, whatever the scenario, okay, their energy just feels heavy. You leave conversations with them feeling drained and confused. You're more confused than you were when you called them with your issues. You're even more confused. Now you double doubting yourself, And that's not accountability, y'all. That's manipulation. Because for a lot of you guys, yes, you may have your issues and things you struggle with. For some of y'all, this is romantic relationships. Everything else is going great in your life, but your love life is just trash. You're just trying to figure out what's going on there. For some of you guys, your love life is amazing and your friendships or your relationships with your family, are just not growing in the way you would like. Okay. For some of y'all, this is your relationship with a child or with children, Everybody has their own unique struggle. Everybody, every single person, no one is above it. That's the area that you were put here to grow in your life. Look at your natal chart and see where Saturn is in your natal chart. Okay, this is going to show you the area of your life where you're going to naturally, have restrictions. You're going to be pushed to really grow. You're going to need to be disciplined in that area. If you have Saturn in your 6th house, this means that you're going to have to be really on top of your health, your day-to-day routine, where you work at. Your work environment matters. Okay, this is you being really organized. Okay, and eating, the things that you're supposed to eat to elevate yourself, or you will experience certain health issues. Okay, if you have Saturn in your 7th house, this is a representation of you having difficult relationships. Okay, difficult romantic relationships are personal relationships, but more likely romantic relationships. Okay, check to see where your Saturn is in your chart. If your Saturn's in your 2nd house, you're going to have issues with manifesting money. It's going to be a little bit harder for you. You're going to have to put a little bit more work in than other people, okay? But the outcome is it's amazing because you really worked hard for it, okay? So just check and see where your Saturn is. It's definitely going to show you the area of your life where you're naturally going to experience these blockages. Now, let me get back on track. Because I feel like this person, whoever this is for, let me know in the comments, okay? This person is jealous because you are so sure of yourself in 80% of your life. You're sure about your purpose. You're sure about, your career. You're sure about your spiritual self, your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual foundation. You are sure about yourself. Okay, but like I said, that one area that you seem to struggle in, this is the area of your life that this fake accountability partner sees as a weak point for them to attack. They see this as their entryway to shift or change your core memories, your core belief. And for a lot of you, I feel like this person is trying to get to a specific core belief here, you guys. And this specific core belief here is a belief that, is I am confident. Okay, because a lot of you guys are the empowered empath. You have the natural ability to receive information from your feelings. Okay, a lot of you guys tuning into this, you are the healers. and you have access to knowledge of traditional healing modalities, okay? Herbal remedies and energy work. A lot of you guys are healers. But what I'm seeing here is that, you know, this person, this fake accountability partner here is jealous of how spontaneous, jealous of how you just get knocked down and just get back up and just keep trying. Like, literally get punched in the face and you back up ready to go, okay? Like, you just don't give up, you just don't quit. And so they're trying to go to war with every core belief you have. Is it I am worthy? That's giving the bitch the juice. Like, what is it? Which one? Is it I am confident? Is it I am loved? Okay? Is it I am safe and secure? Which one is it? Which chakra do I have to rock to knock her off her feet? To knock him off his feet so that he can stay there. So that he can stay there. So that she can stay there. And that's why they push their own agenda so hard. And they don't care about listening to who you are and getting your perspective. Or they don't care about what you need. Because their goal, okay, a lot of these folks are agents of the Matrix, okay? Their goal is to mold you into someone that they think you should be. That fits their agenda. Well, let me move on, y'all, because I can go on and on. Their energy just feels real heavy, you know? Like I said, you leave the conversations with them and you're just drained, you're confused. That's them with that manipulative energy. So let's bring it back to Inside Out, the movie. Again, I highly encourage you to check that out. Okay, if you've seen the movie, you know Riley's personality islands like family, honesty, and joy. Her personalities have islands, okay? Family, honesty, joy, etc., etc. And they're built on her core memories. And when one of those core memories gets tampered with, the entire island starts to collapse. And that's exactly what happens when you let a fake accountability partner mess with your core beliefs. Now, let me give you an example, okay? Say your core belief is, I am strong and capable. Now, here comes this person telling you, you shouldn't try that. It's too hard. I don't think you can handle it. At first, you know, it might sound like their opinion. But if you let it sit in your mind, it starts chipping away at your belief in yourself. And the next thing you know, you're questioning your abilities, you're doubting your purpose and playing small. And that's how they shake your foundation. And if you're not careful, it can cause everything else in your life to crumble. And you won't even know where to start with repairing it because this person didn't change the core belief. So how do we protect our core beliefs? First of all, trust your intuition. If their advice doesn't resonate, don't force it. That's why I say in my readings, if it don't resonate, it don't resonate. Don't force it. Spirit will always let you know when something isn't for you. You'll feel it in your gut and in your heart. You know, for those of you who this is for, you know, you feel it in your gut that that person isn't for you. You feel it in your heart. It just won't sit right. And I want you to start to filter their advice, even going as far back as you want to go with the advice they've given you, and ask yourself, what has happened since I started taking this person's advice? Or what happened when I took this person's advice? Was the outcome positive? You know, et cetera, et cetera. So I want you to ask yourself, does this align with my values and goals? When you talk with this person and they have advice, you want to ask yourself, does this align with my values and goals? Then you want to ask yourself, does this empower me or make me doubt myself? And finally, you want to ask yourself, is this coming from love or is it rooted in their own fears and projections? You don't owe anyone access to your soul. Not everyone deserves to know your dreams, your plans, and your vulnerabilities. Guard your energy like it's gold because it is. And when you protect your core beliefs, you protect your alignment, your growth, and your blessings. So I'm gonna stop right here. I didn't mean for this video to be this long, but I'm really passionate about this because this energy just keeps coming up in the collective energy. I just keep tapping into this energy, you guys. Keep tapping into it. It's the start of a new year, you guys. It's time to start paying attention, okay? To the who, what, when, where, and why, okay? ABC. But I'm going to leave y'all with this, okay? Not everyone who claims to have your best interest at heart is really for you. Some people are just fake accountability partners, living life, projecting their own fears onto you. Don't let them tamper with your core beliefs because those are sacred. Trust in your intuition, filter out their advice, and protect your energy like your life depends on it, because spiritually it does. And if this message resonates with you, let me know in the comments, what core beliefs are you working on protecting? Do you even know your core beliefs? Do we need to study this all week? Do I see a little class in session? I want to know how you're filtering the advice you receive. Okay, I love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep growing together. Until next time, Ashe.